Yeah, it's very good. इसको फ्रेम करवा के मैं ड्राइंग रूम में लगाऊंगा. अच्छा. Question number 31 to 34. Now we've got multiple choice questions. बहुत सौ की बस हो चुकी है, लेकिन फिर भी वो रिक्शे का इंतजार कर रहे हैं. See, once received a call, there was a person on the other side. He said, मैं रिश्ते वाला बोल रहा हूँ. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm married already. He said, Sir ji, rickshe wala. You know what you are waiting for? You always hear that. He said, rishke wala, and I said, rishte wala. So anyways, a recent survey, underline recent survey, found that in British secondary schools, you know the location. Recent survey found that in British secondary school. Now please go back to first paragraph. And don't read options. Don't read options. Recent survey found that in British schools. So we go to first paragraph. Yes. A survey conducted. Now please read carefully from here. A survey conducted with Iron Whitney found. Now what is it that they found? In British primary schools, up to a quarter of pupils reported experience of bullying. Up to a quarter of pupils reported experience of bullying, which in about 1 in 10 cases was persistent. 1 in 10, up to a quarter. Now we go back. Okay, let's read them together. Let's read them carefully. Option A. There was more bullying than had previously been the case. There is no comparison of past and present, so A is not the right answer. Option B. There was less bullying than in primary schools. Now let's go back and we see if they talked about primary schools or not. Let's go back. Let's go back. And we read the last line. There was less bullying in secondary school, with about 1 in 25 suffering persistent bullying, but these cases may be particularly. Now they say they are less bullying in secondary school. So is there any mention of primary school? No. There was less bullying than in primary school. Have they used any word like primary school? Okay, let's read from there. Let's read from there. Okay, please follow. A survey conducted with Irene Whitney found that in British primary schools, up to a quarter of pupils reported experience of bullying, which in about 1 in 10 cases was persistent. There was less bullying in secondary school. Means more bullying in primary schools and less bullying in secondary schools. Now, come back to the question, please. That's right. Option B, there was less bullying than in primary schools. So survey found that in British secondary schools, so there was less bullying than in primary schools. B will be the right answer for question number 31. Okay, let's go on. Question number 32. Children who are bullied. Now, what about those children who are bullied? You need to find. And as I told you, questions and answers are in order. So please go on to paragraph B. Children who are bullied. Good. Paragraph B. B for boy. Alright, paragraph B for boy. And you need to come to the last part. Victimized pupil. Got it? Paragraph B, third line. Third line, please follow me. Victimized pupils are more likely to experience difficulties with interpersonal relationships. Underline interpersonal relationships. As adults, while children who persistently bully are more likely to grow up to be physically violent or convicted of antisocial offenses. Now focus all these words. Victimized pupil. Pupil means student. Victimized mean who suffered from bullying. So what are they going to do? For them, experience difficulties with their interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal relationship in relationship with husband, wife, brother, sister and all that. As adults. As adults mean in their future life. Okay, so let's go back. All right, we read the options. Okay, option A, are twice as likely to commit suicide. No. Option B, find it more difficult to relate to adults. Option C, are less likely to be violent in later life. And D, may have difficulty forming relationship in later life. Later life means when they become adults. That is later. Yes, forming relationship means interpersonal. So question number 32, correct answer is option D. D for doctor. Now, please follow. Question number 33. थोड़े से रह गए. मुँह अच्छा बनाइए. मम्मी को चाम करो. पालीची बिल्ली बन के दिखाओ. Meow. Say meow. Come on. Meow. Meow. Roof, roof. That was real. Okay. Okay. Question number 33. Writer thinks that declaration, there is no bullying at this school. Now, we read it already. There is no bullying at this school. हमारे स्कूल में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. This is the sentence, okay? There is no bullying at this school. So what does the writer say about this declaration? Yeah, paragraph C. So we go back to paragraph C, third line. Okay, let's read third line. Here, there is no bullying at this school has been a common refrain, almost certainly untrue. Read on. Fortunately, more schools are now saying there is not much bullying here. Instead of saying there is no bullying, now they say there is not much bullying here. But when it occurs, we have a clear policy for dealing with it. Okay, now keep this thing in mind and read one line before. Perhaps as a consequence, schools would often deny the problem. They deny the problem. Schools say, there is no bullying at this school. They deny the problem. Now let's go back and see which option is appropriate for that. Okay, A is no longer true in many schools. Right? Option B. Let's go on. After A, we've got B. Was not in fact made by many schools. Option C. Reflected the school's lack of concern. Option D, reflected a lack of knowledge and resources. That is the right answer. For 33, correct answer is D. I tell you why. Reflected a lack of knowledge and resources. Let's go back. Where is lack of knowledge and where do we have lack of resources? Paragraph C. Yeah. Paragraph C. Until recently, not much was known about the topic. Right? Until recently, not much was known about the topic and little help was available to teachers. Now that is lack of resources. Little help means lack of resources. Not much was known about the topic. That means actually lack of knowledge. Right? So therefore, correct answer for question number 33 is option D for doctor. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't worry. And one more thing. Whenever you have a wrong answer in IELTS listening or IELTS reading, please investigate why my answer is wrong and why other answer is right. When you investigate, you learn a lot. This is how I got my expertise in IELTS reading. Investigate into your wrong answer. Your answer false. Right answer true. Oh, why? Now read. Go back. See what is the question. Where is the statement? Read again. Even read 10 times until you get to the point and you realize why your answer was wrong and why other answer is right. And this is how you will learn. Question number 34. What were findings of research carried out in? What's the clue word? And findings of research carried out in Norway. All right. So, Norway. Look for Norway. Paragraph D for doctor. Very good. D for doctor and fourth last line in Norway. Now we are going to look for findings of research. In Norway, after an intervention campaign was introduced nationally, an evaluation of 42 schools suggested that over a 2-year period, bullying was halved. Now what happened? Bullying was halved. The Sheffield investigation, which involved 16 primary schools and 7 secondary schools, found that most schools succeeded in reducing bullying. Now focus, bullying was halved and they succeeded in reducing bullying. And now we see which option. Okay, bullying was halved. Halved. Halved means bullying declined by 50% after anti-bullying campaign. So the right answer is A. Well done. Very good.